guys, and welcome back. So I am here to wish all the moms, the grandmothers, godmothers, the aunts, and anyone who is in the role of mothering a child a very happy and blessed-filled Mother's Day. I will also take this time to share with you guys what my biggest wish is for this Mother's Day and pretty much for every day. Now, my biggest wish is for more time. Now, I know I will always be their mother, but just more time. My oldest son is 17. We're going into his senior year, and that just reminds me that he's growing up as well as my other three kiddos are growing up, and that day that he leaves my home for college is coming pretty soon. And my heart is incredibly happy for the young man that he has turned out to be, or that he is turning into. But my heart is also breaking because he's not my little man anymore. He's not the little boy that I can cradle in my arms and just hold and stare into his eyes and just, he's my oldest. So when I had him, he taught me so much about me and about love. I call him my first love. He's my firstborn, and he's my first true love. And I credit that young man over and over again with saving me. I was on a path of complete destruction when he came along, to say the least. I was not living the life, the Christ-centered life that I was called to live before he came. And when he came and I held him for the very first time in my arms, it changed everything. My entire outlook. Telling myself I was not going to cry. It changed my entire outlook on life in general. At that moment when I held him, I realized he's mine. And the Lord has given him to me to cherish, to hold, but to also shape and mold. And that's what I vowed to do in that very moment. So although I know he will always be my man, my first love, it does sadden me that, yeah, one day he's going to be out of my home and into his own with his own family and all of that. Now, when it comes to my first daughter, and that's what I call her, Jada, my first daughter, she is everything I imagine myself to be. I call her my dream. I dreamed her into life. I really did, because she is just everything. She's literally everything I ever wanted to be. As a young girl, as a teenage girl, not happy with who I was, I would dream about being this other girl and looking a certain way and all of that, and having these incredible skills and talents. And I tell you guys, Jada is that child. She is who I imagine myself being. And through her, I have learned to love myself for who I am. Quirkiness, flaws, and all. I learned to love myself because of my first daughter. Because of her, she has taught me so much about just self-reflecting and being okay with who I am. And she is just my saving grace, is what I call her, my saving grace. And then with Miss Maddie, that's my mini-me for sure. She's the child that makes me want to just cringe sometimes, but in a good way, you know what I mean? She's definitely my mini-me. She's definitely the child that makes me stop and say, okay, Michelle, you're just doing too much. You're going over the top. You need to sit down somewhere, because she is me. Like, I look at her when she gets in her mommy mode and she gets to snapping her fingers and rolling her neck, and she's pointing and telling people what to do and ditching out, responsibilities. I mean, she is me. My husband called her, the mini wife in the house, because literally she is. And I often would always say that I can leave her in charge any day of the week of, the whole house or all the kids, and everything will be 100% okay, because she gonna be on top of it. She's definitely my mini-me, but she's my child that has really taught me how to be loved. How to be loved. Maddie taught me how to allow someone else to love me and what that means, what that feels like, and that is okay. to be loved. She is my love child through and through, through and through. And that's what I call her, my love child. That's my Maddie. But she's definitely her mama's child. She's my mini me through and through, to tell you the least. Now with my baby boy Mason, he's going to be 7 in a few weeks. And although I'm so excited for how far he's coming, being able to be home, 100% home with him. He's the only child that I was completely home with. I did not work outside of the home after having him. But he is my joy, is what I call him. He's my child of joy. He's my joy, and he's my little man. He's my baby, and he's going to be 7. I'm excited for that, but at the same time, I'm so sad because he's getting bigger. He's getting older. He's starting to want his own independence, and he doesn't want mommy to, dress him anymore, pick out his clothes for him, brush his hair, lotion him down like a baby anymore. He's growing into such a little man, and although I am extremely proud of that, it still breaks my heart because he's not my little baby anymore. But he is my joy. I need tissue. Okay, so I really told myself I wasn't going to cry, but I'm a crybaby. So anyways, back to Mr. Mason. He is my joy, and he has taught me how to just stop and reflect in life's moments, how to just enjoy the moment and not be so stressed or so worried about the next moment. Yeah, he's my joy. I look at him and I just smile because he reminds me that each day has its blessings and its worries, and I should just focus on that day. So that's what I get from my little man Mason. It's just to reflect and stay in that moment and enjoy that moment and not rush so much to get into the next moment. Again, the connection I have with that little guy is completely different from the other kids, and that is the truth for all the kids. I have different, I guess, connections with each one of my children. Love them all the same, of course, but being able to be home 100% with Mason was such a blessing in this journey of motherhood, and it just opened the door to so many other blessings, and I couldn't be more happy about that. So again, my biggest wish for Mother's Day is just more time. And although we can't reverse the clock and go back to day 1 with each one of them, we can make sure that we're spending the amount of time with them that they deserve and that we deserve as moms. There will always be dirty dishes, always be laundry. There will always be a rug that needs to be vacuumed. There will always be a grocery run that we need to do. But we only get one life and one chance to really connect with our children. So that is my one wish, is for time. And my antidote for that is making sure I am focusing on them, especially with Jalen going into his senior year. I want to make sure I capture every single moment with him, good or bad, that I can. So I leave you guys with this: to stop and enjoy your moment, to love yourself for who you are, to recognize and accept your flaws, and just allow yourself to be loved in the process. We are all mothers, but we're also superheroes, but we're also human, and we just need to be able to stop, take a deep breath, and relax. So with that being said, guys, thank you so very much. Again, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Enjoy today, but remember, every day is your day. So take refuge in that and enjoy. Until next time, guys, bye.